Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Xavier Gipson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better. He's a Super Bowl champ to boot. Can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throwing for Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Brought down by Quay Walker.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Hurts yet again. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Hurts throwing again. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. They'll run for it with Barkley. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock is 3rd as a starter. From Utah State, it's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards. And the Packers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Love with it on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Packers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. He's inside the 10. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. McManus sends it through, and they're on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now for the 2nd time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. The turnover on downs only led to 3. Obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Escapes a defender. Along the sideline past midfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Throwing here, Hurts. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Big play for this offense. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the first. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 7, Packers 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Now Love on the play fake. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
10 yards on the
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Quick throw out wide by Love. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
For a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Handoff, running right, Jacobs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Love from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Love on 3rd and short. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to love that, partner, as Love slides down after picking up the 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun now for Love. Taking a deep shot here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Golden motioning left. Play fake, it's Love. He's trying another one deep. He's got it inside the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
That's another Green Bay Packer. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
You can't start a fire without a spark? Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending first and goal from the 3. From the red zone now. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. Sticking in the air, Love. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a second quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
Packers 10, Eagles 7.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They go play fake with Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
And an Eagle first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, and now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. tote the ball himself for a big run.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Brought in right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now Hurts. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Elliott connects there. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Hurts looking to throw. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's 3rd and goal. Hurts setting up to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
Eagles 14, Packers 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out now runs the Packer offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First down throw, here's Love. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Back to the air. Love. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
On the throwaway. Brings up third down and 10.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Barkley gets it on third down. First down and more past the 40. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now lead by 10. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
21, Packers 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Throwing on first down, Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
First down, ball at the 36. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Hit made by Josh Uche.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So now here's 3rd and 5. To the air with Love. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and puts it back to the 20. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. It's the Eagles beginning their drive here. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down throwing for Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. Continuing to move past the 45. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First down, Eagles.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Jukes one defender. And have him gain about a handful there. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Man in motion out of the slot. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Short pass brought in, and he's able to get this down to the 13. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. On 1st down, Hurts finds his back. Here's Barkley. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Hurts to throw. Dump off caught by his back. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get more points to end a lopsided first half. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push their lead to 18.
28, Packers 10.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. Quinyon Mitchell on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 29. Brought in by his back, it's Jacobs. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
It's a gain of 2.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Love from the gun. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Their punter making his way out now. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play fake with Hurts. Stepping up, and he's going to run. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. And an Eagle 1st down.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
So re-give here to Barkley. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he takes this down close, up to the 3. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Barkley will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Throwing here, Hurts. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
35. Packers 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Jukes out a one-stop. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. This has become must-score territory now every time out, as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. And off to Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Love. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open and beat, hopefully, a much better job finishing the catch.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. And downfield, he's got it. So that stops. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43.
It's a gain of
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on, baby. Showtime. Let's make some noise. Big one. Get this done.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Love looking to pass. He'll set up the screen. It's Williams. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Love Wants to throw again. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing again, Love. That throw behind his intended target.
Their offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Stick it in the air, Love. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down, but what a great effort. He moves this all the way down inside the 10. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down from the red zone. This throw is caught.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Once more, it's Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers make it an 18-point game.
Eagles 35, Packers 17.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Motion man left is Brown. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 31. He's got Brown on the slant. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Hurts on first down. Short pass brought in. And on first down only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this third quarter. So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. First and 10 from the 41. Hurts tucks it, starts running. Nearly broke even, but the defenders followed that zone read well. That's going to cost him about a yard.
Well, he didn't hand it off or throw it, but he probably should have picked one of those two options. They kept some help by the line, and they tracked him down for the loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Motion man left is Brown. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Throw over the middle, cut by Brown. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
And it's third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they'll hold their lead at 18.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Running on first here with Jacobs. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners, too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Love out of the shotgun. This one taken in by Kraft. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air with Love. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needed a little help to get picked up off the grass.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He puts some air onto this one, deep right. That's grabbed inside the 30. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and it'll be 1st down Packers.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
This one's caught, and he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Love now. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Here's Love. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Love. Looking for an open. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Hits him on the in route. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Barkley off the pistol again. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to get it with the option. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. So the Eagles will fly out of here with the road win. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today, and boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out, they backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate, so much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE, bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.